Right, well, Keith, Mr. Keith, I've written you a poem, and I want to recite it to you all, and it involves some crowd participation, and I literally only wrote this about 8 hours ago, so please forgive me. But I'm going to tell you the little thing which you've got to recite, and it'll take you about 3 or 4 times to get it, but you will get it because it's dead easy. And this is for Keith on his 50th. And just a little personal touch. Keith is a marvellous man. He truly is a marvellous man. Talking about this man here, and he is a stupendous drummer, that's for sure, nobody can deny, and a top chap. And this is for you, and this is bluntly called Keith is 50. Because I didn't have time to think of another name, but so this is the creative and arty title, Keith is 50, because he is. All right, and this is the thing. We're going to rehearse this one time, okay? Keith is 50. Say it gently. Well, bless my soul, that's half a century. But Keith is young. Keith is not old, because he's lived a life of rock and roll. Yeah. Right? So we try that. Keith is 50, say it gently, well bless my soul, that's half a century. But Keith is young, he is not old, because he's lived a life of rock and roll. You got it, you're a good audience. Okay, here we go. Keith is 50, say it gently, well bless my soul, that's half a century. But Keith is young, Keith is not old, because he's lived a life of rock and roll. When you're feeling down and life's a bummer, never fear, Keith's a drummer! With arms of steel and sticks of fury, he'll get you dancing, he'll get you moving. Keith is 50, say it gently, well bless my soul, that's well, Keith is young and Keith's not old, because he's lived a life of rock and roll. You're so good. He's measured his years by the beat of his drum, 4 to the floor and a rat-a-tat-tum-tom-tom bass snare and cymbal. He strikes the skins and makes them tremble. Keith is 50, say it gently. Just testing. Well, hey, bless my soul, that's half a century. Tom. No. Check it in. Keith is young, Keith is not old, because he's lived a life of rock and roll. Yes, his years are measured by the beats of his drum, and his gig has just begun. Sticks his hand and eyes dead centre. Straight as an arrow, never bent, yeah? Honest, Your Honour. Keith is 50, say it gently, well bless my soul, that's half a century. Keith is young, Keith is not old, because he's lived a life of rock and roll. Keith is a good guy, Keith is fun, because he lives his life by the beat of drum. Keith is forthright, Keith is blunt, some people say he's a bit of a character. Keith is 50, Keith is nifty, never thrifty and never shifty. Keith is a good guy, Keith is fun, because he's lived his life by the beat of his drum. But now Keith is driving to Oxford Tubes. He dreams of drums and women's boobs. But he's always on time, he's never later. He's driving to the beat of his indicator, the tick-tock tick of the indicator, the wheels and the engine and the carburetor. And Keith don't need no sat-nav gizmo, because Keith's a man. Keith is Machismo. Keith is 50, say it gently, well bless my soul, that's half a century. But Keith is young, Keith is not old, because Keith's lived a life of rock and roll. Now I won't be common and do the drummer jokes.
Oh, go on.
Because that's offensive to some folks. And those folks be the ones who play the drums.
No.
And we need them like we need our mums. Whether it's jazz or whether it's swing, blues or country, the reggae, ting, Latin or indie, the rock and roll rumbles. Keith never falters, he never fumbles. Keith is 50, say it gently. Bless my soul, that's half a century. But Keith is young, Keith is not old, because he's lived a life of rock and roll. Keith is 50, not 49. Keith is mature like a well-balanced wine. Keith is rhythmic, 1, 2, 3. Keith's got arms like baby trees. Bloody has as well. It's a little known fact that Keith is lacking.
Yes.
It's never made a difference to the drums he's whacking. What he misses in bollock, he makes up for in balls. Now they know how many balls it takes to fill the Albert Halls. Keith is 50, say it gently. Bless my soul, that's half a century. But Keith is young, Keith is not old, because Keith's lived a life of rock and roll. Well, now we come to the end of this story. Here's to Keith in all his glory. 2 years and also 10, 2 more. Why not? Amen. Keith, as you take the stage tonight and move and groove and keep it tight, look around you and see your friends do suit you. Mr. Keith Whitaker, we salute you. Keith is 50, say it gently. Bless my soul, that's half a century. But Keith is young, Keith is not old, 'cause he's lived a life of rock and roll.